So our domain and our range for each of these graphs, I'm going to pick a color that I haven't used, pink. I haven't used pink, so I'm going to use pink for all of these domains and ranges. Remember what we did previous to this lesson. We went and identified the domain and range. So this graph continues to go to the left forever and up forever. So left forever has to do with the domain. Left forever is negative infinity. To the right, it goes right forever and up forever. Right forever is part of the domain. That gives us negative infinity to positive infinity. And because this is going up forever, remember that our range is our lowest value, our lowest value to our highest value. I don't want to use a bracket or a parenthesis because if the down happens to be an infinity, it's not going to be a bracket. So our range, the lowest value is -3, and that's right here with our minimum equal to -3. And -3 is included. So that would be a bracket. Okay, let's do the next. Our domain, I think we can see this is going left forever, but this time down forever. So the domain goes from negative infinity, right forever, down forever. So since I said down forever, that's our lowest. So down always comes first, right? You're down and you're up. Always comes, that low value comes first, so that's negative infinity. And then the highest it's going to get is that maximum value. So this maximum value is 13/4. You can also think of your range as being your minimum to your maximum. So your minimum to your maximum. So for instance, in this case, we don't have a maximum. This graph has a minimum. So we know that the range, if it has no maximum, that maximum is infinity. And then the minimum comes from your minimum value. And the minimum or the maximum value will always have the bracket. So if you have a minimum, you'll have a bracket to open up with, to begin with. If you have a maximum, then you'll end with your bracket. And the domain, I think you've caught on, is always negative infinity, positive infinity, because this graph will always go to the left forever, always go to the right forever. And our last one. So I'll do the domain. The domain is negative infinity to positive infinity. You try the range. So give yourself a minute to try that. Press pause. And if you're back with me, the range goes from -1 to infinity. So if you got that, you're all good. You're aces. You're aces. If not, don't be afraid to ask questions. You know, this stuff is tough. This is probably our toughest unit in Algebra 1, the quadratic unit. There's a lot to it, so we'll be breaking it up into 2 different parts, but I think you'll do fantastic as long as you persevere and continue to work hard and ask